Hello, boys and girls. So we have a very fun lesson for this week. So let's go ahead and log into Quaver to see what it is. So make sure you're on this login screen, that you type in your Quaver username and your password that you made, and then click enter.
Quavers, marvelous world.
So you might have to scroll down, but click where it says student. Then to get to your assignments, which hopefully most of you remember, click the A+ bubble right here that says assignments. So our assignment for this week has the date 4/13 through 4/17, or April 13th, and it is notes and rest durations. Click on that and then click launch. So this week we are going to be reviewing and learning about duration. Can you say duration? Yes, duration. We'll find out what it means with our song. So get ready to tap the steady beat. It's a very short song, and here we go. On your shoulders.
It's called duration.
On your head.
It's called duration. It's called duration.
So you can go ahead and listen to it a second time if you want to, but let's look at the words of our song. It says, some sounds are very long, some sounds are very short. All sounds have got a length. It's called duration. So duration is the length of a sound that we hear, or it's a fancy way of saying how long are we holding out our notes when we're playing music. So if we look down here, we have a couple of notes that we might recognize. Our first note, our shortest note, is our ta. That is our quarter note, and it's held out for how many beats? Ta. 1 beat. It has a duration of 1 beat. Our next note is our half note. Our half note is held out for how many beats? Or we can clap and say it as ta. How many beats is our half note held out for? 2. It has a duration of 2 beats. And our last note, our longest note, is our whole note. And you can remember its name because it looks like a hole in the page. So our whole note is what I like to call our Tarzan note, because when I clap and say it, it sounds like this. Ta. How many beats did I hold out my voice for? 4 beats. Our whole note has a duration of 4 beats. So that is duration. How long our notes are held for. Now, the next thing I have for you is the duration episode. Quaver tells you more about duration, or the length of our sounds, and he plays some songs for you. So before you play the Quaver episode, click on the instructions tab and grab a notebook or some paper and a pencil and be on the lookout for these things. What is duration? Define duration. What were the names of the 4 notes Quaver introduced? How long does each note last? How many beats does it get? And then it says demonstrate the 4 hand positions used in Quaver's song. So go ahead and write those things down really quick and be on the lookout for when he mentions it. And then once you're done, move on to the next slide. So this is a fun activity where we get to practice using our body percussion from last week to make some rhythms. So here we can see we have our half note, and it's telling us what to do to play our half note. We have our quarter note or our ta, and it tells us to snap for our ta. We have our eighth notes, our TT, which is new to us today, and we're patting our TT. And then we have our quarter rest, our silent note. So let's go ahead and practice these. I'm going to drag them to the boxes so we can see them a little bit better. We have our half note, and it's telling us we brush our arm for how many beats? 2 beats. So hold out your arm. You're going to count 1, 2. And you can really feel how long our half note is held out for, or its duration. 1, 2, 1, 2. Then we have our quarter note. And our quarter note is shorter than our half note, and it gets 1 beat. They want us to snap for our 1 beat. So we're gonna snap. 1, 1. Or you can clap if you don't know how to snap yet. Then we have our eighth notes, our TT. Our TT is 1 beat together, but our eighth notes are actually combining to make that 1 beat. So if we just had a T, it would be half a beat and even shorter than our quarter note. But because it's a little hard to be that quick, we're going to put them together to make 1 beat TT. So you pat that TT. Then we have our rest. How many beats does a quarter rest get? Well, I know a quarter note gets 1 beat, so a quarter rest has to get 1 beat as well, but it's a silent note. So it's 1 beat of silence. So let's drag that here. And then let's see. I have this little rhythm here. For some reason, we can't put our notes into these purple boxes, but if you have your paper, you can go ahead and write 4 boxes and draw these notes to show you what to do, and then you can play it along with our music. So let's go ahead and add another snap at the end. So we have 2 tracks for us to play. Let's go ahead and put it all together. So before I press play, I'm going to practice. It's going to be 1, 2, 1, rest, snap. So you might have to practice a couple times, but let's go ahead and put it to the beat to make it easier. 1, 2, here I go. 1, 2, snap, TT, rest, ta. Ta, ta, TT, rest, ta. So do that a couple times, change it up. You can click reset and make a new rhythm and have a ton of fun using your body percussion to not only make music, but feel the duration of each note. So if you forget what to do, the instructions are here for you as well. And then let's move on. Now this is super fun. Quavers candy making machine. Let's see, use your body percussion from the previous activity to perform along with the song. So make sure you are writing down one of your rhythms from the previous activity, and then we're gonna play them with our song. So let's go ahead and listen to our song.
It's amazing.
And pat the steady beat.
Quavers candy making machine. Type of candy name that you wanna try. The candy is created in the blink of an eye. It's amazing.
Or you can make it up as you go.
Quavers candy making machine. Type of candy name that you wanna try. The candy is created in the blink of an eye. Gummy fish.
So we have our whole note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 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 rest. So let's go back to that. And they have different candies from Quavers Candy Making Machine that have their own rhythms. So gummy fish is all whole notes. And we said our whole notes have how many beats? 4 beats. So when we sing gummy fish, it's gummy fish. And we can pat out those 4 beats along with the song. So let's go ahead and sing along and make sure you're holding out those 4 beats. So I'll show you what I mean. Gummy fish. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm not going to ruin the rest of the song for you, but they have other candies that they have rhythms. I want you to make up your own body percussion to perform it with the song. So you might have to write it down on a piece of paper for you to remember, or you can make it up as you're listening to the song, which would be so fun. But go ahead and show me how you can put your body percussion to our Quavers Candy Making Machine. After that, we have our quiz. So we have 4 questions for our quiz, and I'm going to go ahead and read them to you. Duration is the length of sound. Is that true or false? Go ahead and select your answer and then click this orange arrow. Not this one, it'll take you out. This one. Question number 2. How many beats does a quarter note or ta get? Does it get 0 or 1? Click on your answer and then press next. Question number 3. I can use body percussion to show the length or duration of notes in rest. Is that true or is it false? Click your answer, then go to the last question. Number 4, how many beats does a half note or ta get? Does it get 2 beats or 1? Then once you select your answer, click the next arrow. You can go back and check all of your answers, but make sure you press submit so I know you've done the assignment. That's all I have for you today. I hope that you have fun.